Thoughts on the MCU concept art releases? Not released, leaked. Very different things. And so, sometime over the night, there were massive leaks for Avengers Doomsday. Some people suggesting maybe it's Avengers Secret Wars because of the nature of the leaks. So, woke up to my entire Twitter feed big, I can't believe this, I can't believe this, they really cooked, they really did this. I don't look at leaks. I try to avoid leaks. I don't want a movie spoiled for me before it's even shot. I don't want to know plot points way early, so I try to avoid leaks. And there's cases where you just can't avoid it because it's just plastered everywhere, and so it's just out there. So, I got on Twitter, and there was some images popping up. So I've seen a few things, but I didn't go down the rabbit hole. I wasn't trying to dissect these things because I don't want to see it. I don't want to know what they're cooking. I don't want the movie spoiled for me. Certainly not in this format. And, this is bad for the movie. This is bad for the fandom. It's bad for storytelling. It's bad for Hollywood that people that are way deep in the process, in the system, are downloading files and throwing them out on the internet before they've even started filming, potentially before the script is even finished. This isn't good for anyone. This is a loss. This hurts the creative process, and it steals the in-the-theater experience from the audience. Imagine if there had been concept art of Captain America holding the hammer released in 2017. That would be horrible. That would have been, you would have robbed the world of so much joy. And I don't mean to oversell that, but at the same time, if you were there in 2019 when that hammer moved and Captain America caught it, theaters went nuts because it was such a pleasant surprise. It was such a great moment, and we experienced it together in a theater on the screen in its completed form after many iterations trying to craft the perfect payoff for this 10-year-long journey. And what if it had been posted on the internet 2 years before that as concept art? You kind of knew that's where they were headed. Okay, how are we going to get there? And you'd piece it together. It would have robbed us of all of that. And so when someone gets all of these images and posts them on the internet and we all dive into it, we post it everywhere, look at this and this, we're going to do this, we're going to go here, we're going to see this in this version. I don't want to see that. I don't want that spoiled for me. I want to experience that in the theater with other people that are just as excited to see the movie as I am. So I don't have any thoughts on any individual images because I did not look at a single one of them long enough to form an opinion about it. And I actively avoided, I didn't click on any links. Everything that I saw was just what showed up in my feed and tried to not even see it long enough to be able to interpret what I was seeing. Since they're out there this early, I'm sure by the time the movie comes out, I'll have seen things and people will be whenever the trailer comes out, people well, in this piece of concept art, and it's going to get spoiled for me anyway. But I hate that this is a thing, that this is what the world has turned into of before a movie's even started filming, we're leaking all this concept art that some of it, even the matter of these aren't even going to be in the movie, most of them, because when you're creating concept art, you're trying to figure things out, what would be a great image. And so you come up with all these scenarios, and you can look at the Doctor Strange 2 concept art. There's all these images that aren't in the film that were early phases, early iterations, and then they moved on to something different. And now you've put something out there where people are going to have expectations created by that and evaluate the movie we get based off a year of speculation in their own head. That's not fair to the movie. This sort of thing just drives me nuts. And I don't want to be a part of encouraging it or diving into that world at all. So I didn't look at them. I did my best to not even process the things that I did see. And it's an irritant to me that the internet has turned into this. That people that have worked hard to build a resume, working hard to get into work at Marvel Studios at this very high level where you have access to all the concept art. You have that file. And we've incentivized that person to violate the trust of Marvel Studios overtly break NDAs and post it on the internet and think that that's a win for the fandom and not stealing our joy, stealing the proper experience of watching the movie. That to me is the stuff that just drives me crazy. We shouldn't want this. We shouldn't celebrate this. We shouldn't be trying to get more of this. It's a bad thing. Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month. For $2 per month, $20 per year, you can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams. For $5 per month, you get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.